Hey guys, what's up? It's Mike for Sim Racing 604, and today we're going to be talking about Project Cars versus Assetto Corsa. If you're new to sim racing, or perhaps looking to expand your sim racing games and just learn a little bit more about the market options, you may see a lot of talk about Project Cars, and specifically a lot of hate for Project Cars. And we're going to explore today kind of why that is. So, sitting in the McLaren 12C at Spa, and we're just going to go out and just do a quick lap and just talk about this whole thing and get this thing figured out. So essentially where the hate comes from is that sim racing purists don't think that Project Cars is a real sim. It's more of a racing game, and I actually tend to agree with that, but it really depends what you want to get out of a sim racing game. Something nobody questions about Project Cars is their graphics, and it's hard to kind of tell from this cockpit view, but the graphics are fantastic. When we get into replays, I'll show a replay at the end of this video, and you'll see that their use of light is just amazing. They've done a really great job with that. But yeah, as far as the game itself, if you're looking to get fully immersed in sim racing and kind of get a feel for what it would be like to drive cars like this and have competitive, as I totally missed my turn. You guys know I can't drive while I talk. And what it's like to have competitive races and have everyone on a kind of level playing field and simulate what's really going on in the world of racing. This is probably not the game for you. Now, with that said, I don't agree that Project Cars is any sort of throwaway. When I first got into racing games on the current generation console, the first game I got was Project Cars for PS4, and I absolutely loved that and loved the game, and time will never change that. It was a great game, immersive career mode. I loved climbing the ladders of, or the ranks, however you want to phrase it, of, I think they called it Formula Rookie, on up through their equivalent of Formula One. And that was back when I used to race in, what do you call it, third person mode, whatever, chase cam. I was racing in chase cam mode. And if you're into sim racing, you know that's a no-no. But I was just in love with the sounds, and I kind of realized that, and the visuals as well, and I kind of realized that there's a lot to be said for current generation consoles. And quite frankly, it helped bridge the gap to games like Assetto Corsa. So again, it's not all hate from me for sure. Whoops. I actually enjoy this game for what it is, but definitely I agree with the criticisms that Project Cars is not a true sim, but it does certainly hold some value. As I said, if you're new to sim racing and it's not necessarily for you, you're getting frustrated, give Project Cars a try. Like, I can push this car way harder than I can in Project Cars, than Assetto Corsa, and the reason being is the physics just aren't as realistic. Like, I'm full out right now over a bumpy track, and there's no wheel spin, so it kind of tells you that, well, A, it's not accurate, but B, it's more forgiving. So if you're somebody who's looking for a somewhat forgiving game and you just want to get out there and have some fun, Project Cars could absolutely be the game for you. So, I think that's about it, guys. I just wanted to kind of address some of the criticisms that are lobbed in Slightly Mad Studios' way for this game. Yes, it's hated in the sim racing world. Or I wouldn't say hated, I guess. Maybe that's too strong a word. But disrespected, certainly, in the sim racing community. And I don't think it's all just. If you look at it, more as a racing game than a sim racer, it's a lot of fun. And by the way, there's no shame in playing this on a controller. If you're playing Assetto Corsa on a controller and having no end to frustration, I feel your pain on that. I did it myself. Project Cars may be more your speed. There's just a lot more forgiveness in the handling, and yeah, you're gonna have a good time. So I guess that's gonna do it, guys. I'll leave you with just a couple minutes of replay at the end, and you can kind of see how amazing Slightly Mad Studios is with the lighting effects in this game. Certainly Assetto Corsa is no absolute slouch when it comes to graphics. I think the graphics in Assetto Corsa have come a long way, and I think they're, you know, on par with Project Cars almost, except for the use of perhaps light. But yeah, anyway, that's my summary, guys. It's not a true sim racer, Project Cars, but it is a lot of fun. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and stick around because I'm going to do a similar lap at Spa in Assetto Corsa, and I'll just kind of give you my thoughts on that. Hey guys, welcome back, and we're back here in Assetto Corsa, also in the MP412C GT3 at Spa. So just wanted to continue on with the comparison here of Project Cars and Assetto Corsa. So again, Slightly Mad Studios receiving a lot of hate online, all over. You don't have to look too hard for it, about the physics and the handling of and the force feedback of Project Cars. And I would say it's just like we're here in Assetto Corsa now, and first impressions are that you immediately feel connected with the car, much more so than in Project Cars. Man, I missed that corner twice now. Once in Project Cars, at least I'm consistent. Maybe the handling's better than I thought. Anyway, yeah, there's just an immediate connectedness to the car here. As you can see, my shift points are almost the exact same, so I think they've done a good job with kind of understanding the car itself, but as far as translating that handling to a wheel or controller, they have not done as good a job as the team at Kunos has. So yeah, you guys know about Assetto Corsa. It's kind of what Kleenex is to facial tissue. It's become sort of synonymous with sim racing, and rightfully so. It's just a great game. It really is. And again, that's not to take away from Project Cars. I had a blast running career mode there. I would give the edge in career mode to Project Cars. I can't tell you how many hours I spent in it, just in single player career. But now that I'm in Assetto Corsa, and you know, I'm getting a better idea of how these cars handle, and you know, the online modding community and the online racing community, there's just way more to be had out of Assetto Corsa overall. So I've kind of beat this to death, guys. I'm sure you completely understand where I'm coming from here. You know, Slightly Mad Studios has done a great job with Project Cars for what it is, but it is not a purist's sim racer, and Assetto Corsa much closer to a purist's sim racer. Slight graphical edge goes to Slightly Mad Studios and their Project Cars offering, but not by much. Like, there's nothing wrong with what you're seeing on your screen now, and we'll go into a replay very shortly, and you'll get to sort of compare the two. And without a doubt, Project Cars has a better understanding of light on those replays, but Assetto Corsa is no slouch. Anyway, guys, I've talked enough. Both these games good in their own right. Project Cars probably better as a single player, and for those new to sim racing or who just want a great racing game, Assetto Corsa, pardon me, much more of a true sim racer, and the online support is amazing for it, and that's where it holds its major advantage. Alright guys, enjoy some replays, and thank you for watching. Please hit subscribe at the end.